Today we'll be looking at the top 10 1980s love songs. The 80s had some of the most unforgettable ballads, songs that made you fall in love, cry, or slow dance under the neon lights. So let's jump right into it.
There's only you in my life.
Coming in at number 10 is Endless Love by Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, released on August 1981.
Your every breath that I take.
This song is pure romance straight out of a fairy tale. Written by Lionel Richie, Endless Love was originally created for a movie of the same name. The duet between Richie and Diana Ross was so powerful that it became one of Motown's biggest hits.
Two hearts that beat as one.
Fun fact, this was Lionel Richie's first time writing a love song of this magnitude, and it set the tone for his solo career. Talk about starting strong.
My endless love. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to this.
Next up at number 9 is Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler, released on February 1983.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look.
This song sounds like love and heartbreak collided into an 80s power ballad. Bonnie Tyler's raspy, emotional vocals bring this Jim Steinman-written track to life. If the dramatic buildup and epic instrumentation sound familiar, that's because Steinman was also behind Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell. And get this, he originally wrote it for a vampire musical. Yep, the song was supposed to be about eternal love with actual vampires.
We'll be holding on forever, and we'll only... Lying in my bed, I hear the clock.
Holding strong at number 8 is Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper, released on January 1984.
Suitcase of memories.
This one just hits different. Time After Time was Cyndi Lauper's first major hit as a songwriter. She co-wrote it with Rob Hyman while working on her debut album, She's So Unusual.
Sometimes you picture me, I'm walking.
The song was actually a last-minute addition, and it ended up becoming one of her most iconic tracks. Its simple yet deep lyrics about longing and devotion made it timeless. Plus, it's been covered by so many artists, from jazz legends to punk bands, showing just how universal its message is.
I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after
Landing at number 7 is I Just Called to Say I Love You by Stevie Wonder, released on August 1984. This song is one of Stevie Wonder's most famous hits. But would you believe it almost didn't happen? Stevie wrote it for the movie The Woman in Red, and while critics had mixed feelings, fans loved it. It went on to win an Academy Award and became one of his biggest global hits. And if you've ever gotten a random I love you text, you probably owe Stevie Wonder for making that a thing.
to say I love you.
At number 6 is Careless Whisper by George Michael, released on July 1984.
Something in your eyes calls to...
Ah, yes, the song with that saxophone solo. Careless Whisper was written by George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley when they were just teenagers. The idea came to George while riding a bus, of all places. It's a song about regret, betrayal, and lost love, yet somehow it makes you want to slow dance in the middle of the night.
There's no comfort in the truth, babe.
Also, fun fact, George Michael actually hated his own recording of it and thought it could have been better. Fans obviously disagreed. Alright, before we get to the top 5, take a second to comment below. What's your favorite 80s love song? And do you think we're missing someone on this list? Also, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and pleases the almighty YouTube algorithm. Thanks for all the support. Cracking the top 5 is Heaven by Bryan Adams, released on June 1984.
Can take you away from me, even down.
Heaven was inspired by Journey's song Faithfully, and it was actually written while Bryan Adams was touring with them. Originally, it wasn't even meant to be a single. It was just a soundtrack song for a small film called A Night in Heaven.
Bring you up when you're feeling down.
But once fans heard it, they demanded more, and it became one of his signature love ballads.
Something to rise for love.
Sliding into the number 4 spot is Hello by Lionel Richie, released on February 1984.
I can see it in your smile. You're all
Here's Lionel Richie again, proving he's the king of 80s love songs. Hello is romantic, a little sad, and, thanks to that infamous music video, kind of creepy. Who can forget that clay sculpture scene?
you're all I ever wanted. And my arms are
Richie originally thought the song was too corny, but it became one of his most legendary tracks. And fun fact, he actually came up with the famous opening line, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?"
hello. Is it me?
Watching every motion in my mind.
Taking the number 3 spot is Take My Breath Away by Berlin, released on June 1986.
Secret flames inside.
This song is the 80s love anthem, thanks to Top Gun.
Watching
Berlin's lead singer, Terry Nunn, delivers an absolutely haunting performance. The track was written by Giorgio Moroder, who also worked with Donna Summer and David Bowie.
I keep waiting, still
And here's a fun fact. The band didn't actually like the song at first, but once they saw its success, they embraced it. Classic case of trust the process.
take my breath away.
Better read between the lines.
Holding down the number 2 spot is I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner, released on November 1984.
Through the clouds I see love shine.
This one's a gut puncher. Written by Foreigner's Mick Jones, I Want to Know What Love Is was inspired by his personal relationships and his journey of self-discovery. It's one of those songs that feels bigger than just a love song. It's almost spiritual. It became a massive hit, topping the charts worldwide and has been covered by artists from Mariah Carey to Wynonna Judd.
We both lie silent, still in the dead of night.
Finally, at number 1 is Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison, released on November 1988.
To hurt you, though I tried. But I guess that's why.
Every Rose Has Its Thorn is the ultimate power ballad, written by Bret Michaels when he was heartbroken over a breakup. Legend has it he wrote it while sitting in a laundromat, staring at a payphone after a tough call with his ex.
That's why they say every rose has its thorn.
That raw emotion is what makes it so relatable. And honestly, if you've ever sung this one in a bar, you know it hits every time.
I listen to a favorite song, then on the radio.
These tracks were amazing and defined an era of great melodies and songs. Their impact on music continues to resonate today, proving that the 1980s was truly a loving decade.
I just called to say